Hey everyone, Matt Pisarcik with RazorEmporium.com here today to talk with you about Heinrich Boker and the amazing line of straight razors he made. So, Mr. Heinrich Boker had founded the company H. Boker back in 1869 in Solingen, Germany. The brand had always kind of stood for a very well-made German piece of steel. And over the years, the company has kind of moved and changed with different family members kind of coming and going and owning it. But the bottom line is that it's always been a reputable, high-quality brand that you can trust to give great shaving performance. The steel is precision ground. I mean, I think there's over 170 steps to make your average H. Boker razor today. But what you get is something that's very consistent, and you can rely on it to get good shaving performance. They're very well ground. In fact, there's kind of a famous fingernail test that you can perform with these where you can actually bend the blade kind of by putting it into your fingernail, and it will kind of ping back into shape. And that's kind of one of the famous hallmarks of a good hollow ground razor, that it should be able to have that much flexibility, which when you're going to shave with it is going to translate to being very flexible, i.e. Easier to learn to use. It's not going to kind of just dig in. It does have some flexibility, which is a benefit of carbon steel. Something you don't always see with stainless steel blades. Are not going to be as rigid. So it's a good thing. But the razors today are beautifully assembled. They have chosen a host of great materials for handles. And I always have kind of just found the brand to be kind of a step above your average straight razor. I remember one of my very first straight razors was an H. Boker, and I always thought that the quality on it was really nice. Over the years, we've restored hundreds and hundreds of these, and I can say that they are one of the most reliable steels out there, meaning that when you go to polish it or sand on it or grind on it, you know that the steel was well made because it doesn't kind of flare up in temperature. There's kind of I know I'm kind of getting into restoration here, but it does pertain to the quality of steel. When you're working on a blade like this, the heat starts distributing very, very evenly, if it's on a polishing wheel or whatever, grinding wheel, and you'll feel the heat kind of disperse and move throughout the steel. That's a good thing. That means that the steel was properly heat treated and it's good. If you're working on cheap steel, it's always apparent because the moment it touches a polishing wheel or a grinding wheel, it heats up like a hot iron and it just stays right in that area. It doesn't kind of dissipate, meaning that the steel's, I don't know, it's kind of not able to move that heat around and act like a heat sink. And so I don't know, I've always noticed that with good steel versus bad steel. But any way you call it, I would highly recommend these line of razors. I mean, they have some really cool ones up to even like this Damascus here. This is something that is multiple pieces of steel put together and literally kind of hammered or forged together so that you have the benefits of different grades of carbon steel all in one. This is actually, it dates back to Damascus, the city itself, and before tempering and forging steel got really good, people used to just kind of make steel stronger by mixing different alloys of steel together. So they even still kind of do that old world quality like this guy here. The brand is also known as Arbolito down in the Latin American countries. There is a line of American-made versions that say on them America versus Solingen, but all the blanks do come from Solingen. It's more or less just a way of allowing different parts of the family to distribute them and produce them separately. So anywho, just wanted to kind of give you a little personal feedback on my thoughts on the H. Boker line of straight razors. One of the best choices for today's modern straight razor connoisseur. Thank you for watching, guys. Please like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know other videos you'd like to see made. Thanks, guys.